Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about content analysis, which is part of our research methodology course. Basically, content analysis is a method we use to study communication like messages, interviews, documents, or media in a systematic way. Let's check it out. So, what is content analysis exactly? It is a research method we use to collect and organize info from written or recorded stuff. For example, we can look at news articles, TV programs, letters, or interviews to find patterns or important themes. The cool thing is, we study the communication itself, not the person delivering it. Okay, the next slide is, what does content analysis cover? Content analysis mainly looks at two things: content and structure. Content is the main topic or theme in the material. Structure is how or where the material is presented, like a headline or buried inside the page. We usually study stuff like messages, documents, interviews, letters, and journals. So instead of watching people directly, we just study what they communicate. Our next slide is definitions and concept in the content analysis. Content analysis has three main points: objectivity, systematic, generalizability. Objectivity is we follow clear rules so different researchers get similar results. Systematic is everything is organized and consistent. Generalizability is the results should help us understand the communicator, the message, or the audience. In short, it's a method to study communication in a structured and reliable way. Major concepts part 1. Let's talk about some key concepts. Manifest content analysis focuses on visible things like words or phrases. We can count them and get numbers. And latent content analysis looks at the hidden meaning behind the text, mostly used in qualitative research. And then we have content units: units of analysis, unit of observation. Unit of analysis is the main idea or topic which we study. Unit of observation is the exact thing we measure, like a word, sentence, or paragraph. And the major concept part 2 is coding. Coding basically means organizing raw data info categories. There are two types: deductive coding, inductive coding. Deductive coding is we make categories before we start analyzing. Inductive coding is categories emerge while we are analyzing the materials. To keep coding organized, we use tools like the master codebook, code sheet, and coding dictionary. Okay, now I am going to next slide. Next slide is procedure involved in content analysis. Now, the main procedures are, there are two main approaches: conceptual content analysis, relational content analysis. There are two main approaches: conceptual content analysis, relational content analysis. Conceptual content analysis is pick a theme or concept and count how often it appears in the text. Relational content analysis is, first we identify concepts, then study how they relate to each other. So, relational analysis gives a deeper understanding than just counting words. Now, approaches in relational content analysis. In relational content analysis, we have three main approaches: affect extraction, proximity analysis, cognitive mapping. Affect extraction looks at the emotions in the text, helps us see how the writer or speaker feels. Proximity analysis studies how concepts appear together. Cognitive mapping makes a visual map showing relationships between different concepts. This helps us see the bigger picture in communication. Steps in content analysis. Here, how we usually do content analysis step by step, we can learn. One, formulate research questions. Decide what you want to study. Select materials. It's like newspaper, interviews, TV programs. Third, develop categories. It's group data into categories. Select units of analysis. It's pick what part of the content to study. Code the materials. Classify everything using your categories. We can measure data by frequency, intensity, direction, or space time to find patterns. Critical review of content analysis. Finally, let's look at the pros and cons. Advantages. Advantages are saves time and money, can study past communications, doesn't disturb the subjects, can analyze large amount of data. And the limitations are only works with recorded communication, can be subjective sometimes, depend on the researcher's knowledge and skill. So yeah, content analysis is very useful, but we have to be careful how we use it. Okay? Now, thank you everyone. Thanks for watching my presentation.